Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kaz FM 96 here. Got a Disturbed hat, one of my favorite, and as a snapback with a webbing, so it's a pretty good one. I'm a big fan of them. Today I'm going to talk about, different from what I've talked about in the first two. It's not Sons of Anarchy related, but I want to talk about one little thing. It's regarding a video game. It's part of my little, it's basically the first discussion of the video game series I'm going to try to start off with. Will you be buying Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and why? And for the other one, if you're not going to buy Call of Duty's Black Ops 2, why? I'm not going to give my opinion until the end of the video, but for the duration of it, I'm going to tell you my opinion on it. For Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I mean, I've read a lot of people online are, like, pissed. Even myself, because I kind of think of it as, you know, they're doing Ghost Recon, they're doing Halo, they're doing all of these games that are all futuristic settings, and they're just putting it into their version, except it's different characters and different foreplay in the story. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Ghost Recon, Halo, and all the other futuristic games that have been bought out, but this is a change. I mean, in my opinion, I think Treyarch went over the edge a little bit with putting games like these into the minor, because when I first heard out that they were going to do a futuristic setting, and when I saw the trailer come out, I was like, wow. But I think a lot of people, and even me, will most likely play the game only for the zombies. And about 10 days ago, they just released the zombie trailer, and it looks amazing. Like, the trailer, the gameplay, it looks crazy. There's 3 different modes: a survival mode, like always, and of course, 2 new modes. Some kind of traderized, I don't know. I don't really know the modes, but I have seen the trailer. It looks amazing. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet, but I doubt that people have seen it. Another thing is that a lot of people are complaining about the goggle style, how you're going to use these weapons. I mean, a lot of these weapons do take a lot of risks, especially in the game. They look like they're pretty edgy, but at the same time, they look pretty damn neat. Also, a lot of people are, this is one of the other thing I read online. It's regarding the idea of the plot. The plot in general, it doesn't, from what I've gathered, it's like another random Call of Duty plot, except it's more customized. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the very first few Call of Duty games that look like it has a good plot. I mean, there's only 4 Call of Duty games I've bought in my entire time. I've bought the first 2 Modern Warfares, which were so fantastic. Infinity Ward did great. They changed the setting of the series. And I bought Black Ops, which I thought was okay. I mean, I really played online, but at the same time, I wasn't really interested in the story. Only because the story didn't really make that much sense to me. I mean, I know it was the Cold War, but at the same time, they put in some customization that kind of screwed up the historical story. The Nova 6 was pretty interesting, but it wasn't as my taste. And Modern Warfare 3 was another one. I really wasn't a big fan of the third one, only because I did not really enjoy how it was all settled out. I think Infinity Ward went a little over the edge with putting the new modes into play and not focusing on a story, especially because it was really a stupid story, in my opinion. Then we go on to Black Ops 2. I have not pre-ordered. I haven't pre-ordered the Care Package or the Hardened Prestige Pack, only because I want to see how the gameplay plays out first. I'm talking about in reference to storyline and multiplayer. I've seen the multiplayer trailer. It looks amazing, but you know what I mean? I want to see how a player's opinion, a reviewer's opinion on it before I go to any depths blasting out that Jeffersons and putting out that game. Other than that, that's why I bring you to this video. I mean, will you buy Black Ops 2? And if you don't buy Black Ops 2, why not? I mean, and I'm going to give my opinion about if I will buy it or not, but it doesn't seem like to me that they're going for a better historical reference. They're going for the futuristic. And I think this is an open chart for futuristic games, only because the futuristic setting is pretty interesting. I mean, it's been used way before. It's been used in Fallout, Halo, Ghost Recon. It's been used in a whole bunch of games, and Call of Duty steps on the plate as one of those contenders. One of my favorite things about the futuristic setting of the game, though, I will admit this, is that how they made everything look realistic. In previous Call of Duty games, it didn't really look realistic. For example, I'm going to put it to you like this. When a building was described in the Modern Warfare series, the way it was printed out, and the way, especially when it came towards Modern Warfare 3, like, it didn't really fit in. It looked disgusting, in my opinion. The way they made Black Ops 2, though, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. But that comes the question of how many people are going to be, because there's a lot of criticism towards the futuristic variation. So that's why I make the video, like, will you buy it or not? I mean, to me, and I'm going to say it now, like I told you, I may buy it depending on how the viewers play it. I mean, it looks like a pretty nice game, because, and I'll probably play it, but I'll only play it for the zombies. I mean, let's be honest, I mean, if I have a friend that buys it, I mean, I'll just come over to his house and I'll play for the zombies. I'm not going to go out and blast some money on it. And the shameful part about it is that when people buy games, they don't bring them back. They waste their money on it and they don't play it. They leave it on a shelf. And I mean, that's why, and I've had over numerous games, and I'm probably going to put them as points just to buy them, to buy Black Ops 2 if I intend to. But the question here is, are you going to buy it or not? Leave a comment, leave a reason why. That's all I'm asking.